Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 19. Back to the tournament arc. Well, at least what's left of it, because now they're interrupted by the League of Villains again. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this episode was epic. It was epic. It was let's say it was like it was, I don't know what to call it. It was like, it had like good moments and stuff, but it was like a build up to episode 20. And I'll discuss more about that in the next episode. But anyways, yeah, this guy right here is overpowered with his voice and his words. I know it's limited to how much he could use and with the powerful words and stuff, but like if he times it right, he could be really like, he could potentially be the most broken character if he if his potential is that high, if they let him get that strong. And yeah, they explain how these are the tools that make Maki broken, basically. Right. And yeah, it's like it was just basically showing what everyone's capable. It was kind of like they were using the curse, the special grade, to show what everyone's level is at. I had that type of feeling. So especially when Yuji and Todo came out, is like you could just feel that the presence was different, and they were it was gonna be a totally different fight, and the level was gonna be different, so yeah, it was, especially when you were watching the fight too, you could tell that it was this completely different level. Like Yuji's actually like one of the strongest, like out of his squad, he's probably the strongest right now. And obviously Todo is still, he's obviously in another level, and he's you know what I'm saying, but Yuji is like catching up pretty fast to Todo, but he's not there yet, obviously. But yeah, Black Flash, they making it sound like it was some secret technique that like only 1% of Jujutsu sorcerers are able to use. But like this man learned it in like one episode, man. Like come on. Like he failed once, and then the second time he did it. And then but like that's not even the worst part. Like the way they had I'll explain it in the next episode, but the way he did it again in the next episode was crazy. Like to be honest, I kind of like, I'll talk more about that in the next episode. That was just, man. But yeah, this fight was really good. Of course, everyone used this as a thumbnail, but yeah, it was a really good fight. It was like, I don't know. The animation was top tier, but it wasn't no, I felt like it wasn't no fight of the, it wasn't one of those fights where it's like, yeah, that's it's one of the best fights of the year, like it was really good, but I didn't feel that. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I didn't feel that way. But yeah, it was just a cool fight. It was just a really, really good fight. Obviously the next episode's way better, showcasing the fight, but I'm just letting you know that I think it was, I don't even know, I think the Gojo one in episode 7 might have been better, especially like animation wise. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Maybe not, because it was like this one was more back and forth. Yeah. But like the episode, okay, like with Nanami and Yuji versus Mahito, that was really good. Like that might have been better, but I'll say this fight is like the same level as the Mahito fight against Yuji and Nanami. It's like around the same level in my opinion. Could be a top bit better, but it's not too far off. It's like around the same. But yeah, overall this episode was like, since I've seen episode 20 already, is like I'm starting to see how this episode is more like the build up to episode 20, where everything just straight up hypeness just comes out, you know. This is like the pre I don't even know what to call it. It's basically when you like preheat the food before you I don't even know where I'm going with that. But yeah, it's like it's the something. It's something before something else happens. If you get what I mean. But anyways, yeah, it's a solid. This episode was a solid 9.5 out of 10, and like it was 9.5. Like the next episode, like you could tell from watching the next episode that they really try to like use this episode to set up for the next episode, really mostly. So that's really why this is like more of a 9.5, 9 out of 10, and the next episode is more like a 10 out of 10. So yeah, basically. But obviously everything about this episode, like in terms of, and also this is based off like Jujutsu Kaisen standards. Like if it was any other anime, like an average anime, this is like 10 out of 10, like craziness. This is like would be one of the best episodes ever for a different type of anime. But because this is Jujutsu Kaisen, this is still like one of the better episodes, but it's not the best one. So yeah. Episode 20, non-standard. Probably the best episode of the series, but I have not watched any further than episode 21, so yeah, but still I don't see anything topping episode 20, so let me just stop talking about 19 and start talking about 20.